Hey everyone, welcome to RYGR Sports. My name is Yash,
And I'm Logan.
and today we'll be talking about the World Cup final between Spain and Argentina. Now, unfortunately, as a huge Messi fan, I had to watch that game where it was just 120 minutes of pure depression for me because the Argentina offense could not get going at all. The defense just couldn't get the ball past midfield. It was pretty embarrassing to see, if I'm being completely honest, but I don't want to take anything away from Spain because they've basically been doing that to everybody in this tournament, including the heavily favored France. Um, I'm going to start with that back line for Spain because, man, are they playing absolutely unbelievable. Their previous record for shutouts in the World Cup was 6 games. They just beat that with seven, with having a shutout to the World Cup. The only goal that they allowed was actually on a defensive mistake against Belgium, when Belgium went up, I believe, 1-0 in that game. Um, as a goalie, I know Simone's a great goalie, phenomenal goalie, but he didn't really have to do anything throughout this entire tournament because this defense just wouldn't really let shots on goal. So I kind of disagreed with him winning the Golden Gloves over Emiliano Martinez, who, I mean, in Frank, he was literally the only reason why Argentina did not get blown out in the final because he had 11 saves. Previous record was 8, so he absolutely crushed that record. Um, but I can't discredit Spain at all. I didn't expect them to be this dominant at the start of this tournament. I knew they were going to be a top three, top four team, but this was kind of just unprecedented. Um, you know, One thing I will say though is I've been seeing a lot of Messi hate recently, right? And I know that there's a people who kind of just hating just to like make fun of me or whatever, things like that. But the people who truly hate him, I'm like, you gotta kind of step back and kind of realize here he won a World Cup just 4 years ago. He was one of two players to start in three World Cups, which is already a feat on its own. Um, I can't fully understand why Rodri won the Golden Ball over him. Logan, I don't know if you're familiar with how that works, but the Golden Ball is basically the player of the tournament. And, Rodri had 0 goals, he had 0 assists, um, and he beat Messi to the Golden Ball. Now, don't get me wrong, Rodri's a phenomenal player. He's one of the best players that Spain's ever had. I'm not going to, argue that. But for somebody who had 12 goal contributions and literally dragged his team to the finals, I just don't think that he should have won it. But I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. Congratulations to Rodri for winning a World Cup and winning Golden Ball. At this point, he has won basically every major trophy there is. Um, Congrats to Lamine Yamal. I know he didn't do that much in this tournament, but just kind of being there, his presence definitely opened up Spain's offensive game a little bit. Logan, I'd like to hear what you think personally about how Spain performed and how Argentina performed.
Yeah, so I started watching the game when it started, and then I actually had work at 4 o'clock. So it was kind of like mid game where I had to leave, and I wasn't able to watch kind of the maybe like the 30 minute to the 60th minute or the 70th minute. So I kind of missed that chunk because I was driving to work. But then I was able to put the game on at work on the TV that they have in there, so I was able to watch the rest of the game with my brother. And this game was basically dominated by Spain from start to finish. I mean, I'm looking at the numbers here: 65% possession to 35, and then obviously you look at the shots, and it was just not even close here. To your point, Martinez on Argentina, he had 11 saves in this one, and without that historic performance from him, this could have been a Germany-Brazil type game where they lose 7-1 in the final. Um, but yeah, huge credit to the Spaniards here. They really played a masterclass on defense here. Argentina did not have anything going the entire game. I know they had a couple of chances at the end there, but really, Spain was going to get one, especially with that red card. It's really hard to force penalty kicks when you're down a man, and you still have 30 minutes to play. So I kind of knew Spain was going to find the back of the net eventually, but I give some credit to Argentina for holding them off for as long as they did. A couple of those saves were absolutely ridiculous. I know he had one diving to his left, he had another one diving to his right, and Martinez definitely did as much as he possibly could to get Argentina to penalties and give them a shot, because they definitely would have had the advantage if that game got to penalties. I think he is
Oh,
the
100%.
best penalty keeper in the world, and you definitely would have to favor Argentina if that game got through 120 minutes. But eventually, Spain did score there. I want to talk about Lionel Messi for a few minutes here. Obviously, we know how talented of a player he is and all that he's accomplished. And this World Cup was nothing short of that. I think he had 12 goal contributions in this tournament, 8 goals, 4 assists. I mean, those are just incredible numbers for his age. And he definitely proved why he's still one of the best players in the world. And if that was his last World Cup, then it's nothing to hang your head over. Um, if Argentina did lose to France in 22 in that crazy game, then you could kind of say, oh, well, he never won. He got there twice, never won. It's not going to be the case here. But yeah, Messi definitely played his ass off this entire tournament, and that's definitely kind of what he does here. So, my overall thoughts on this game. I do think Spain was one of the top teams heading into this tournament. I did have France over them. I did have them second behind France in like my, I guess, power ranking for the tournament. But they really played pretty much a perfect tournament. You allow 1 goal to Belgium, and Belgium's a top 10 team. There's no shame in that. This is a perfect World Cup from Spain. They did not really face any adversity at all here. So yeah, huge congrats to them. And obviously, you talk about Lamine Yamal. I believe he's 18, 19 years old. Getting a World Cup here to start his career is a perfect start. You can't ask for anything more. And I'm sure we'll be seeing him in many other, semifinal, finals in the future. But yeah, I guess my soccer fandom here comes to an end. It'll come back in another 4 years. But yeah, I mean, obviously, the World Cup is probably the biggest sporting event in the world.
Easily.
And
Easily.
yeah, so do you know where it is in 2030?
Yes, so it's in Portugal, Spain, and one more country. It's Portugal, Spain, something, and then they have a game in Uruguay because it's the 100-year FIFA anniversary. So they have one game in Uruguay, which is where it all started, and then they also have one game in Argentina as well. Um, now, so Argentina, Paraguay, Spain, Portugal, and then the one other team they'll all automatically qualify just because host countries always automatically qualify, so they don't have to win their their groups. Well, I mean, they'll qualify for the group stage. I mean, so like they don't have to qualify for the group stages. Not that it really matters because all those teams were gonna qualify anyways, just because they're immensely talented. But it's gonna be an exciting World Cup for sure. There's gonna be a lot of new faces that we don't even know yet. I mean, there could literally be a kid in high school right now or middle school who's gonna light up the World Cup in 4 years. So it's a little exciting to see. I wonder what Messi and Ronaldo are gonna do. They're my two favorite players ever. I do have Messi over Ronaldo, but I don't want to discredit anything Ronaldo's done because they've both completely changed the game and how we view it. But I'm excited to see if they play or not. I know Ronaldo, I believe he confirmed that this is going to be his last World Cup. Messi is still a little skeptical on it. He would be 43 at the time, which is pretty old. But, I am a little disappointed on how Enzo Fernandez kind of handled himself. Argentina really had a shot at winning this game because even though the defense was letting out way too many shots, Emiliano Martinez was playing his heart out. And I don't know if you knew this, Logan, but Emiliano Martinez this entire tournament had a broken finger.
I
So
actually heard about that yesterday. My girlfriend's brother actually told me, so I did not know that. So
yeah,
that
so
makes it
this
even
man's
more impressive.
playing in the World Cup final and broke the record for saves with a broken finger. He had more saves than functional fingers in the finals. That's kind of crazy to think about. But at the end of the day, Enzo Fernandez, I don't agree with the first call the ref made, the first yellow card. I don't agree with that because, I mean, it's a World Cup final. You can't just be giving out yellow cards just because the player is complaining, per se. The second call I definitely agree with. I don't think it was a red card. I mean, which it wasn't. It was a yellow card, but Enzo's got to be more careful. Since you're already on one yellow card, you can't risk it. And the ref's already on you all night. I was very disappointed because Argentina 100% would have had a chance of winning this game if he didn't, get sent out. Because trying to beat a team that's in the World Cup finals with one man less, I mean, that's a huge, huge disadvantage. This one other thing that was kind of interesting to me is that both of the World Cups that Spain's won, the other player, the other team is down a player. So the two finals that Spain's won, both of the teams have been given a red card. I do think that's a little interesting. Now I'm not gonna be saying it's like rigged or anything. I definitely think that the red card was technically deserved, but at the end of the day, I know Messi tried his best. I know Messi gave it his all. If I were Messi, I would not hang my head on anything. Um, you came in with the goal at just 16 years old for your country that you were going to win them an international title. You won them two Copa Americas and a World Cup final that was. I don't think that game will ever be topped. So, you know, um, I would like to say thank you to Messi because if this is his last World Cup, I would like to say thank you. He's kind of got me into soccer. I've been watching him way back since I was 4 or 5 years old. I've been a huge Barca fan my whole life. I've seen all his big tournaments for the most part. So I mean, I was upset obviously because I'm a huge Messi fan, but I can't really be too upset just because he's won a World Cup. A lot of players don't even get that opportunity. Um, and at the end of the day, it is what it is. I definitely like to congratulate Spain and Spain's fans. It was 16 long years for you guys, well deserved. You had probably the greatest all around team in the World Cup finals. Like at least defensively, you had the greatest defensive team I've ever seen in the World Cup, like just the World Cup in general. So, but I mean, that's about it for
Yeah,
me.
guys. Yeah, so I guess we'll see you guys in 4 years for the next World Cup when USA takes it home. So, other than that, if there's nothing else you want to cover on this final here, we'll wrap it up.
I do. It's technically not final related. I know Logan doesn't really watch club games and stuff like that. I do. I'm still going to be keeping up with Inter Miami and Barcelona and all this stuff. So now Messi is slated to play next Sunday. I'm not sure if he does. Normally, players do take 2 to 3 weeks off after the World Cup. Um, so if Messi plays on Sunday, then I'll make a quick recap short or something about that game and see kind of how he's doing. But other than that, oh, one more thing actually. Thank you guys for 100 subscribers. I know I brought this up last video at the end of last video, and if I'm not wrong, somebody actually subbed when they saw us at 99. So I was very grateful for that. So thank you. Hopefully you guys enjoy our content, and like Logan said, we'll see you in 4 years for the FIFA World Cup.
All right, guys. Well, hope you enjoyed our recap video of this 2026 World Cup final. Huge congrats to Spain for playing outstanding the entire tournament, and also a shout out to all the other countries participating in the World Cup this year. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a comment below, and we'll see you guys in our next video. See you later.
Yeah.